Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Simon the Watch Guy. Today we're just going to take a look at the Orient Ray II. This is actually sold, so I bought this obviously personally for myself. I'm still not sponsored on the channel, so don't worry, there are a few more watch reviews coming to the channel, but the really beautiful reflection on this piece, sunburst effect, and the light really does play with the dial really very well there. I always forget to give you guys a loom shot, so let's go ahead and blast a little bit of light onto this watch, and I'll go ahead and give you the loom shot very shortly. Just bear with me 1 second while we charge it. It's a 41.5 millimeter wide watch. Hopefully that's enough loom. Let me just bring this back on screen. There you go. Loom is pretty good. It's borderline Seiko quality, maybe not quite as good as Seiko, but definitely good enough. It's got the day date feature, which is very cool. You've got a signed crown. On the back you've got the dolphin logo there, so all very cool stuff. This is using a F6922 in-house movement from Orient, so it really is a bargain. Like I say, this unidirectional bezel 120 click is extremely tough, probably too tough actually, in all honesty. It's good, but like I say, it's just that bit too tough. Stainless steel watch. You've got a push button, well, you've actually got a little clasp here. You open that clasp, then you've got the push button release, and you've got a fairly standard strap on this particular watch. All in all, I'm just going to, like I say, I'm going to be quick on this, guys, because it's about to get packaged up and sent away to its new owner. Why have I not decided to keep this particular watch? Well, it just isn't the one for me. The movement is pretty accurate when it's on. I was probably getting maybe about 6 seconds a day, but then there were some days if I took the watch off, man, I could lose 20 seconds a day on this thing. Some days, you know, it was more accurate than others. I just never felt, I've had this for about 2 months now, and I've just never felt it was as reliable, as maybe accurate as I wanted it to be. You've got to remember, this is little more than some of the Seiko 5s. In fact, it's a similar price to some of the Seiko 5s. So it's really difficult to be too critical. As I say, it's got the day date, it's got the 200 meter water resistance stainless steel. It's got a hell of a lot of features. You've got micro adjustments, you've got the Orient signed clasp here, and it's just, for me, it just didn't feel like, you know, like it was kind of like it belonged on my wrist, guys. So I'm going to have to sell this piece. Well, it has actually already sold. As I say, the movement, I just don't think it's quite as good as the Orient Bambino, although in my tests it was very similar to the Orient Bambino. I think this is, I need to check whether this is a different movement. My gut tells me it is a different movement, but I'm not 100% certain of that. I mean, it has to be a different movement, surely, because it's got the day-date complication. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of research away from this video on this particular watch. But as I say, just before I do go ahead and post this, I just wanted to put this up on the channel, so you guys have just got a really super quick overview, you know, no more than 5 minutes long, of just my quick initial feelings with this watch. If I was keeping it, I'd probably do a much more in-depth review. I don't hate the watch by any stretch. I think it's good value for money. If this is your only watch, you're wearing this constantly, I don't think you'll even notice it lose too much time. But if you're like me and you've got a collection and you're just constantly swapping your watches around, you're probably going to notice a little bit of time deviation. Now, I've had the Bullivers, the Casios with the atomic time. Automatic watches are fantastic, I love them, but I've kind of got that urge for accuracy, and this watch, again, it's just not quite as accurate as I want it. But again, guys, for the money, it's really good value. Can't fault it. I won't tell you how much I've sold it for, but let's just say the guy who's bought it's got himself a real bargain. He's purchased it through me from eBay. Obviously, with the eBay fees, the postage, and obviously the initial price he paid, yeah, he's in for a treat. So I'm going to go ahead and get this posted. There are a couple more watches coming to the channel. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and there will be more watch reviews coming soon.